Flip man, it's the flip man, You want some money in your hand, flipping houses without credit or your cash. Get that bag.
Good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are. Today's Flip Man Daily Live, wholesaling real estate without using your cash or credit. Q&A, aka Fliptainment. If you want to get pushed to the front of the line to get your questions answered live on the live stream, simply go to flipanar.com. Flipanar.com. That's flipping, remove the G, replace it with an AR.com. Flipanar.com. If you want to get your properties comp, you don't know what the ARV of a property is, you can go to Comps 101 and submit your deal, and we'll comp those for free as of now. Also, if you want a free copy of the same contract that I've been using since 2003, you want to know how to fill it out, we do have that option available also YouTube search Flipman 2021 contract. Also, if you want to partner on a deal that you don't have a cash buyer for, it needs to be under contract, it needs to be a great deal, dealing directly with the owner, and off market. My definition of off market is if I Google the address, it's not for sale anywhere on the internet. So I guess we should get started.
All right, somebody on Instagram saying, "What's up, player?" And then and then the next person was like, "Hope all is well, Flip Man. I found a vacant house that a guy is on the run from the cops. What's the best way to go about that?"
I mean, I guess they mean the owner is on the run. Ooh, I don't know.
What if he come back?
So he might be a motivated seller. It may at some point. It may not be the day. If the cops can't find him, you probably don't even need to look for him. Or they may think you are the police, and that may not turn out too well. So
You better watch.
yeah. I think you might need to let that one ride. But again, he may be motivated in the future once he's been captured.
Right. Might need some money for his books.
Need some money for his books. Or baby.
All right. Joe Macias, I hope I said that right, from Facebook. He said, "What information do I need in order to comp a commercial property?"
To become a commercial property?
To comp it.
Oh, to comp a commercial property. It's not done the same as houses. Just scratch whatever you think about houses, you want to scratch that. Commercial properties are normally valued based on the income that they either are producing and or can produce. So it's a totally different ballgame. And then you have different types of commercial property, whereas houses are just houses or whatever. So it's just a different ballgame.
All right. Mindsight Property Solutions Incorporated said, "What's up, Flip Man and team? Question. He said, without EDM, is my contract void or does it matter?"
Well, they didn't agree to it. If they signed it, they agreed to not have any earnest money deposit, but part of the reason why you submit an earnest money deposit, just in case you don't sell it, that remedies the contract if you don't close on it, if you don't perform. So why wouldn't you put up earnest money? I mean, that's the question. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to, whatever you all negotiate on. I'm just telling you to try to give yourself all the opportunities to if a contract is not executed, meaning it's purchased or signed or whatever. So
All right, this is on TikTok. I have $1,000 right now. What's next?
Well, have you educated yourself first? Once you do that, you'll know what's next, right? Yeah, I'd hate to be that vague or whatever. Okay, good, you got $1,000, more than what I started out with. Take advantage of those 500 plus videos that I have on YouTube, and you'll know what to do with that $1,000. The free information, you're not gonna pay me anything. I'm just saying you'll know what to do. So you sound like you need to, unless you have a more deeper question, but educate yourself, take advantage of all that free knowledge, and you'll know how to leverage that $1,000 into an ungodly number.
All right, this is on Instagram. I have a few virtual leads in Montgomery. The rehab is more than what the house is worth. Is this typical for that area? Any suggestions?
Well, Montgomery is a small city, but a city. So you're going to have some areas where the houses are a lot more expensive than others. But if you're in the 40 or 50 or 60,000 neighborhood, then yeah, the repairs could be more than that. But they're going to have neighborhoods where houses are 400 or 500,000. So it just depends on what neighborhood you're in. You're assuming that all houses in Montgomery are in that price range. No, man, that's not how it works in no market of any decent size. You just got some bad leads.
All right, so Kobo Properties from YouTube said, "Hey, Flip Man, good afternoon to you. I was just watching one of your videos when I got the reminder that you were on live. So thank you for watching."
Thank you. That means you had your notifications on. Great.
Right.
You tapped the little bell and selected all notifications. Oh, I want to receive everything.
So I'm not sure how to say that first name, but last name Jones on YouTube. They said, "I'm in the Tampa, Florida area. How can I find a motivated seller? I found a few in Ohio, no problem, but here has been a headache."
Well, that's the title of today's live, how to find motivated sellers. It's all about marketing. That's why we talk about bandit signs, direct mail, cold calling, text messaging, driving for dollars. Where's that print sign? Oh, there it is. Other wholesalers. It's all about lead generation. That's the name of the game. That's why we talk about all that stuff. No matter if you're trying to do it where you live or in a different city, it's all about marketing your business to let people know that you buy houses. They contact you, you contact them, vice versa, or whatever. And that's it. Generating leads. That's your issue of trying to find motivated sellers. Don't sound like you're doing any marketing. Looking around on the internet is great. That can get very frustrating for most people. Most people can't do it that way. We want to target what appears to be low-hanging fruit, but it's really not.
Okay, that same person that was asking about the Montgomery leads that he had, he said, so I should just go ahead and leave it alone.
Yeah, if the repairs are more than what the ARV is, what the house will sell for once it is fixed up, that's a no-brainer. Well, how can money be made?
All right, this is on TikTok. They said, "Hey, Flip Man, allow me to do your audio sit-up, man." My man. You got any tips?
Well, yeah, we if you're local here in Birmingham, most definitely we would love for you to come in and soundproof this wide space that sounds with all this echo or whatever. Yeah, if you're local to Birmingham, yeah, I'm willing to pay for some services, some audio services. They say we just need to put up some muscle. Now, I don't think that'll do it. I think you have to pad the whole thing. I don't think a few sound, what they call them, when you put the things on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think just a few of those will do it.
The room is too big.
Yeah, the ceiling is too high.
Super high.
Yeah, we would basically have to enclose this, so like with a ceiling and everything.
Yeah.
This part of the, office. Yeah, it sounds fine. It just sounds better. Yeah, it just sounds better. If you listen, it's an echo. It's not. It sounds better.
I mean, to us in here now, it echoes.
Yeah, it echoes us. To them,
it's just because of the mics.
Yeah, just the mics, whatever. So.
All right, Mark Bernard from Facebook said, "How to find a good lender? How do you find a good lender?"
For the purpose of what? Are you talking about for investing? Or are you referring to a lender to where you can buy a house to live in? You know, those, well, you know, depending on what type of lending you're talking about. But in most cases, I assume we're talking about investing. You can go to my wholesaling, my Facebook group, Wholesaling Real Estate with the Flip Man, and just post your question in that group, and I'm sure people will be happy to help you with providing some referrals on some lenders.
All right. Justice League H said, and this is from YouTube. He said, do you have any books on real estate that you suggest?
Well, I'm not a reader myself, which is sad, but it is what it is. So I can't suggest a book. There are plenty of books out there, but I don't know of one that is a complete explanation of the process. And in most cases, most books are upsell to something else or whatever. So I can't suggest anything. But what you could do, you watch my videos, make great notes, and go back and read it.
All right, this is on Instagram. What age do you have to be to legally wholesale a deal, to close on a wholesale deal?
You just have to be of age to sign a contract for whatever state you're in or whatever. So you're dealing in, you have to be legal age to execute a contract. So you can just do a Google search. What age do you need to be to sign a contract in XYZ state? Now, you still, I would advise not let that stop you. You could partner with a parent, brother, sister, cousin, friend, or whoever that is of age to sign a legal agreement and get it in that way. And you just be the brains behind the operation.
All right, this is on TikTok. Someone said, may have a line on the first rehab. Would you suggest BRRRR method, I guess, or wholesale and then BRRRR?
I don't know what your end game is. What's your end game? You know, if you're trying to build a rental portfolio and you have the resources, you know, roll with it. You know, if you're just trying to, you know, make, you know, just 4 and 5 figure paydays consistently, then wholesale. So what's your end game?
Okay, this is also on TikTok. How do you get a property under contract?
TikTok, that is that's why we're here. That's a pretty broad question. That could be taken from different angles. I'm assuming you found a deal, you've spoken to the owner, you all have agreed to a price that works for you, you know, both of you all. Get their email address and watch this video here. But if you're asking that question, you need to do more than just watch this video if you're asking that question. But this video, you just YouTube search Flipman 2021 contract, and that video will explain how to fill it out for sellers and buyers, and how to get it signed and clicked. But if you're asking that question, you're really asking how to wholesale a house. So you need to just educate yourself, you know. So.
All right, Barrett Champion from Facebook said, I'm self-employed and I have a 1099 ABS file taxes. We write everything off though. Is there a program out there for us to buy a home? We pull in $20,000 to $40,000 a month.
That's not my lane or whatever as far as lending, but my man, it's tons of mortgage brokers out there. That's just a Google search away, especially in your local area. You can start probably with your bank. I'm sure you have a banking relationship making that kind of money. I would hope so. You can start with them if you haven't already. But they're going to be just layers of different types of lenders. Again, that's one of those places you can go into my wholesale group on Facebook, Wholesaling Real Estate with the Flip Man, and post that actual question or whatever. Just be careful when people start asking for money. You shouldn't have to pay any money to get a loan outside of when you're actually closing on it. They may want a down payment or whatever. So just be aware of that.
All right, Decent Woods said he's starting today. I guess maybe
today is a
educating
perfect day.
himself.
It's beautiful here in Birmingham. Hope it's
Um,
beautiful where you are.
he also said, can you wholesale a pre-foreclosure homes?
Yeah, you can wholesale those. Some are easier than others, but yeah.
All right. Joe Macy has said, where can I get reliable VAs? And then this is like a relatable question. Do you deal with VAs?
Well, I don't have anywhere I can recommend. I know you can go to Fiverr.com, Fiverr.com, and there, that place where a lot of VAs hang out. I don't have anyone I can recommend. I do have one that I'm working with, but it was somewhat purchased with something else that I bought, so he sort of came with it, and it's been working out so far. So.
All right, this is on Instagram. After closing a deal, how do you do your taxes for it?
That's what a CPA is for. I'm not going to give any tax advice here, but that's a good problem. That means you're making money.
All right, Mrs. Sherrick from YouTube, she said, Ty, I need some help. I found a house, but the owner is deceased. He was 25, and his last living relatives are his 6 siblings. He had no will or heirs. Do I need to get all 6 of the siblings to agree?
Yeah, those will be his next of kin. So yeah, all 6 of those will exist. Hopefully, he had only 6, and then all 6 of them are alive. Then yeah, all of them have to agree to sell and sign off on it.
All right, David Emmanuel from YouTube said, what's up, Flip? I just started putting 4 hours a day into cold calling. As of lately, what's been your number one form of lead generation?
Text messaging still works. Actually, Facebook ads has probably been the best, but it's very expensive. So sort of hard for me to even talk about it. But text messaging, bandit signs, those have been, like my go-to right now. So.
All right, Mark Bernard from Facebook again. He said, where can I find the contract to give to the homeowner?
Go to YouTube and do a search for Flipman 2021 contract. That video explains how to fill it out for sellers and buyers. Also, how to get it signed electronically quickly.
All right, this one's from, I think this is Raul Parado. I could be saying it wrong. It's from YouTube. He said, I just started wholesaling. What do you think about starting in Southern California?
Great place to start. 8 figures as far as population. It's a lovely place. And the houses are more expensive, which means you'll do the exact same thing I do here in Birmingham, Alabama. Say Alabama. And your checks will be a lot bigger. So yeah, most definitely.
All right, this is on TikTok. What is the best way for a beginner?
The best way for a beginner is to simply educate yourself. Just start educating yourself. That you've already started by joining this live right here. So once this is over, jump over to YouTube or just tap the link in my bio on Instagram or TikTok. It'll take you over to my YouTube channel and just dive into all that free content. I don't know how much I can stress. If I would have found somebody like me back in 2003, I wouldn't have believed it. Just wouldn't have believed it. Because everything you need to know is there in abundance. Just there. So, but for beginners, if you're really serious about it, set yourself a 1 to 2 month goal and become an expert on it. Change your financial situation and direction forever. If that's what you want, it's there.
All right, Afro Sunset Orange from YouTube said, hi. If I live in New York and I find a house in Alabama and do a JV split with you, will one of your buyers take a look at the property for me if there are no pictures?
Well, it depends on where in Alabama. Let's establish that, right?
Yeah.
It needs to be in one of it needs to be in either Huntsville, Montgomery, definitely Birmingham, those great areas. Sometimes you'll have outlying cities that are still considered within those markets. Tuscaloosa, Mobile, where else maybe that's about it, or whatever. So.
Okay, Rod Carver from YouTube said, look up Quail. I just put them in my cell phone store and it really helped the problem. Okay, maybe he's responding to somebody.
Wait, but
Kobo Properties said, "Hey, Flip Man, can PropStream help me find motivated sellers in Houston? Being Texas is a non-disclosure state. If
Yeah.
so, how do I do it?"
yeah, same way, same thing, same way. Yes,
Um,
that's most definitely.
I'm not sure how to say the first name, but Miss Burks from YouTube. She said, "I have a landlord who wants to sell 4 of his houses. How do I find a buyer fast?"
Ms. Burks, first of all, they need to be great deals, assuming, so we need to start there. Just because they want to sell doesn't make them deals. So if we establish that they're great deals, you put them under contract. I would probably put them under contract separately with that small number because you may not have the same buyer if he's okay with selling them separately or whatever. And then, once you have it under contract, you can post those on Facebook groups for what is that? Facebook Marketplace. What we got? Craigslist, Realtors, Real Groups. Bandit, you can put Bandit signs out in the area where they're located. Google, sell my house fast in the name of the city. Then those first 2 pages of results are going to be other wholesalers / investors or flippers or whatever, and using other wholesalers. So
All right, this is on Instagram. Will you JV a sale by owner home listed on Zillow?
no, that's not off market.
All right, and this is on TikTok. Fastest way to find a property virtually, what website?
Well, you could use Zillow and Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, but I would target the for rent section, right? And you're hoping to find a tired landlord. That's what I would do.
All right. Lafayette Keys on YouTube said, "Hey Ty, is Minnesota a good place for flipping?"
If it's in Minneapolis and I guess St. Paul, I don't know the other larger cities there, but definitely in those large markets or whatever. So again, if you want to ask a question and get pushed to the front of the line, you can go to flippinar.com, FLIPPINAR.com, and we'll push you to the front of the line. You can ask your questions on the live stream.
All right. Kobo Properties said, "Hey Flip Man, can I do unlimited assignment without an LLC? If so, why would I need an LLC? Is it just to buy and hold or double closing?"
No, the LLC, it's an entity. It allows that entity to be between you and your assets. In most cases, still people find ways to sue you, but protects you legally to some degree, and the tax benefits versus in your personal name. It won't kill you to do 1 or 2 in your name, but you need to be establishing an entity as soon as possible.
All right.
Of that contract banner.
All right, this is on Instagram. What's the best way to calculate the rehab of a home?
A simple way, not set in stone, but a simple way is if the property is livable, multiply the square footage times $25. If it's not livable, times $40.
All right, this is on TikTok. How long is it typical for before you have to pay back a hard money lender?
A lot of them are due 6 months with no problem. Some are due up to a year, some are due longer. So it just depends. 6, 12, 18 months.
All right, this is on Instagram. Where do you put your Bandit signs?
Well, ideally, you're going to put them obviously out in the street within the neighborhoods. It's all about visibility. Off of freeway exits, fast food drive-throughs, drugstore drive-throughs, bank drive-throughs, visible but invisible. Some main streets, in shopping centers like Walmart, Target, Home Depot, whatever. I have a video On YouTube, if you'll do a search for Flipman, Ride Along, Bandit Signs, that video gives you an actual visual of how we get it done.
All right, Ms. Burks from YouTube said, "Hey Flip, there are lots of good houses in my area. Should I pursue them? And if so, how do I find good buyers for these types of homes?" Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, that's. I think she asked the same question, but different way. That's the same thing. It'd be the same thing, baby girl. To pursue those homes, you're gonna have to reach out to them either by phone, text, or mail. So first, it starts with identify the address, see who owns it. You can go to the county website to look up that information, and then you can skip trace using Skip to Flip. YouTube search Flipman, Skip to Flip, all one word, using the number 2, and that'll get you going in the right direction. But just keep watching the video, baby. It'll start to make sense to you. Just keep watching.
So Chill Will on YouTube said, "PropStream is not working. Can you go to one of YouTube videos to download it?"
It's not working. I'm not sure what you mean. Not sure what he means.
All right. Fat J11 said, "How do you know what market to target virtually?"
How do you know what market to target virtually? Wow. Ideally, you want to pick somewhere where you have boots on the ground, someone that can help you, friend, family member, another wholesaler, real estate agent, because that's going to be important for most people to have someone there to assist them with putting deals together.
All right, this is on Instagram. Someone asks, if you're wholesaling virtually, how do you find trustworthy people to have feet on the ground?
Yeah, just what I just said.
What you say? Oh, sorry, my bad. Are they switching? They just put this. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Anye Bledsoe from YouTube said, "How exactly do rebate costs work? And when you're given information on the property from the seller, do you go and give that information to the cash buyer?"
He said, how does what work?
How does rebate costs work?
I'm not even sure what that means. And then what was the other part of it?
When you're given information on a property from the seller, do you give that info to the cash buyer?
Well, at some point, that information will be needed on the property, but you're skipping a part. You need to have it under contract with the seller, right? Assuming it's a great deal, then yeah, you need to be able to say, hey, yeah, it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. The age of the roof is this, heating and air, this. So yeah, the information about the property, same information you know about it. Your buyer's going to probably need to know the same information to analyze and evaluate, see if it's an opportunity or not.
All right, somebody said, "Is ATL good for wholesaling?" Of course. Ruth Ben from YouTube said, "Do you need to run your comps first before cold calling?"
If you're calling a lot of people, no, that's not the best use of your time. You're going to only look up the ones that have an opportunity to be deals or they want offers on. But if you're doing like 4 or 5 because you've been driving for dollars or something, it wouldn't hurt to look up that information and be prepared to go into some numbers of your research.
All right, this is on Instagram. Other than Skip to Flip, what are some other really good skip tracing services?
Oh, I have no idea. I'm affiliated with them, so
okay.
Google is your friend.
Okay, do you have a general amount or percentage you ask for with deposits from buyers? This is on Instagram.
I normally don't. I'm not going to go below $1,000 or whatever. So I don't really have just a set number or whatever. So the more the house, normally the more I want or whatever. But it's no set number. But I'm normally not going to go below $1,000.
All right, this is also on Instagram. When looking for a tied landlord, how is that determined in an ad?
Ad placed where? And then you can just be direct. And I more like I guess you can be more narrow in who you're targeting. I just like people to be motivated. I don't care what the reason is. So I just say we buy houses. Let that take on. Now you can say, hey, are you tired of tenants not paying you? They could simply say that. That's a lot of tired landlords. That's why they're tired, or whatever, because they're tired of tenants not paying them. So, oh, they tired is not even a word, because a lot of people ain't paying, even though they can pay. You know what I'm saying? So the hustle is real. Whatever. Sometimes it's not in your favor.
All right, this person's on TikTok. They want to know about Illinois. Is it legal there?
Well, it's legal if you have a real estate broker's license. You know, so it's legal. Just they require you to have a broker's license now. And I explained it yesterday on how to probably get around that or whatever. So you can go back and watch yesterday's live, and I explained it.
All right, Truly Honest from YouTube said, "Hi Flipman, how do contractors get paid when working with me?"
Contractors? If you're hiring someone to repair or renovate a property for you,
You got to pay 'em.
out of your money.
Okay.
Hopefully I'm understanding your question. Your question, I'm assuming you mean you're trying to do a fix and flip.
We kind of answered this earlier. The first question, this one's from Busy B7 back. Busy back. Okay. He said, "Is proof of funds necessary when dealing with private sellers or real estate agents?"
Private sellers normally no. Motivated sellers probably better when you're dealing directly with the owner. With real estate agents, that's just standard practice. So yeah, dealing with real estate agents, yes.
All right, Cameron Walker from Facebook said, "I have a property that is in the process of closing and I'm working with a realtor. What's the estimated time it takes for the title companies to get the title together? I feel like he's giving me the runaround."
Say that again. They say I'm dragging.
He said, I have a property that's in the process of closing and I'm working with a realtor. What's the estimated time it takes for the title companies to get the title together? I feel like he's giving me the runaround.
Well, you should be able to follow up, find out who's running the title and have a contact person there. That's simple. I'm assuming you're about to pay for it or whatever. So it sounds like you're trying to just buy a house. You can call the title company director, find out from the agent what title company is performing that task for you, and the contact person, their email, phone number.
All right, this is on Instagram. Does Skip to Flip scrub against national do not call list?
Yeah, it has an option in there for that.
All right, this person is also on Instagram. They said, "Thank you so much for providing all this information. I just moved to England and I'm hoping to carry this over. The strategy's over. In your experience, do you know if this working outside of the US?"
I'm not familiar with England, Great Britain. Is that all the same thing? Their contract and real estate laws, if they're similar to the US, then I don't see why it wouldn't work.
Okay. Somebody on TikTok asked, "Have you covered on how to get a contract after speaking to a seller?"
Well, what did they say?
He said, "Have you covered on how to get a contract after speaking to the seller?" So I'm guessing they're just coming on, they already asking.
After speaking to a seller, if assuming the seller and you have agreed on a price, you would ask for their email address and email the contract over to them. You can YouTube search Flipman 2021 contract, and that video explains how to fill it out for sellers and buyers, if that's an option or whatever. But sounds like you're really not ready for that. Sounds like if you're asking that question, it sounds like you're not ready for that. I don't like to try to feel like I'm putting people off when I say that, but I can just tell from your question, you've heard about this, it sounds good, go out and get a contract, find out, no, you're setting yourself up to say, oh, this doesn't work, it's a scam or whatever. No, you didn't prepare your scam mind, didn't allow you to prepare for it or whatever. No, take the time out and take advantage of this free game, and then you'll see it's not a scam.
Okay, this is on Instagram. How do you wholesale multifamily?
How do you wholesale multifamily? Well, once you have an actual motivated seller or somewhat motivated seller under contract and an actual buyer ready to go, it's the same process as a house. It's that in between that's different. How you evaluate multifamily versus houses is different. So that determines if you have a decent deal or not. With multifamily, it doesn't have to be as a smoking deal as it does with houses or whatever. And a lot of times with multifamily, depending on the type of property, where it's located, the size of it, and so on, you may open yourself up to having potential buyers all over the country that may be interested. So it's a different ball game as far as evaluating it and the type of buyers in a lot of cases. But once you have a buyer and seller in place, it's the same process to get paid. Once you have them under contract, I mean.
All right. The person Nya Bledsoe who asked about rebate costs, they said that the seller basically gave me their offer and then said a rebate amount with closing costs.
I still don't know what they're talking about.
Okay.
I have no idea what they're talking about.
Mrs. Sharrock from YouTube said, with multiple next of kin, does the contract need to say who gets how much each person gets at closing? Do I need to tell the title each person gets X amount, or is that up to them at closing?
Well, in most cases, they're going to get equal share unless you all have discussed something differently. So if it hadn't been discussed, if the check is $10,000 and there's 4 people, all of them are going to get $2,500 a piece. So if it's $100,000, all of them will get 4 people will get $25,000 a piece or whatever. So that would be assumed that they're going to share equally.
All right. Carol Foster said, is there a charge for PropStream app if you already have paid a desktop subscription?
No, the app is free. It's not. It's included in that desktop subscription. That's what that was the person that asked that a while ago. Okay, yeah.
All right. Crystal Evans said, hi there. I'm located east of Illinois. Do I need to get an LLC to do wholesale?
You don't need one to start, but after your first deal or two, yes. Now you're in Illinois, you actually need a broker's license to wholesale in the state of Illinois. There's a way that I would pursue it if I was there, if I didn't want to get a license. If you watch yesterday's show, I explain it, how to do that.
I'm not sure what Nakia on Instagram is asking, but she said if looking on Instagram and then she posted underneath that, so we post the ad. I'm not sure if she's saying post the property or
Nakia, what? How you spell it?
Nika.
Oh, Nika. Okay, I know Nakia. So she say what now?
I'm not sure if she asking like to post the property, but she said if looking on Craigslist, then she put another post saying, so we post the ad.
Yeah, you're gonna have to be a little bit more clear, Ms. Nakia, please.
All right, I'm not sure if this person heard what you said earlier. They said it's a wholesale in Illinois. You need a broker's license? ?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Again, if you go back and watch yesterday's live on either Instagram or YouTube, I explained how I would get around it legally.
All right. How can you get a mentor at 15?
Well, sir or madam,
Sir, I think.
sir, okay. Well, sir, don't have to be lucky. But I got the next best thing for you. If you're 15, you got nothing but time, right? Nothing but time. You're fortunate that you be thinking about this at 15. So take advantage of my YouTube channel. YouTube is a place where you can educate yourself. Set yourself a 1 or 2 month goal and become an expert on those. Then you'll need to partner with someone that's of age, and you be to sign a contract, of age to sign a contract, and you be the brains behind the operation. There you go. Plus, if you have any questions, this is for everyone watching. Don't say this enough. You can always post your questions in the comment section of any of my YouTube videos, and I answer pretty much on a daily basis. Also, while you're here, make sure you like and share this. If we have 20 people watching, there need to be 20 likes, 20 shares, which should turn into 40 likes, 40 shares, 80 likes, 80 shares, 160. Yeah, I think y'all get the point. Or you know, we're at 1 million people watching. Oh, shit. That's where it should work.
Yeah.
If everybody just did, you know what I'm saying? Hey,
Do their part.
I did that part, man.
All right, Josh Weiser from YouTube said, are expired listings considered off market?
Yeah, if they're not listed anymore. If they're not listed anymore, yeah.
All right, A. Nicole said, how do you find out if a commercial property that is boarded up is already spoken for, or someone else has it under contract, or is in the process of being sold?
If you can reach the owner or broker involved, they'll let you know.
All right, Crystal Evans says she tried to print out the one-page contract, but she couldn't print it.
Crystal, you need to follow the instructions by YouTube searching Flipman 2021 contract, right? Follow those instructions, and that video will explain.
Lord help. I don't think it's to be printed anyway. It's not to be printed.
Yeah, it can be printed.
Oh.
You can download it to print it or email.
Yeah. A. Nicole also asks, is ListSource a good way to narrow down zip codes in your market?
Jessica, mine is bad. That's what it is.
I just be
Jessica, mine is bad. Well, yeah, ListSource you could do that with. A better option, in my opinion, is DealLater, aka PropStream. YouTube search Flipman Real Estate Tool, and that video will show you the better option.
All right, this is on TikTok. During the end process, do you sit both the seller and the buyer down to come to agreement during closing?
Just tell me what they're trying to say.
Do they want to know if they need to sit the buyer and the seller down to come to agreement at closing?
Well, you've already, if it gets to that point, that means you already have a contract with the seller and you have one with the buyer. So yeah, a lot of times they are all going to be sitting there to close it out, but everybody has to sign off on it. You know, you can separate them sometimes, just depending on what title company or closing attorney you're using for that. So.
Okay, this is on
Put
TikTok.
that DealLater one up. Say 5 days free trial. Should be like one of those bottom ones. Yeah.
Okay, this is on TikTok. How can you find out if my state is a title attorney state?
Probably just a simple Google search. You just Google search.
Okay, this is on Instagram. When you first started off, was it just you, or did you have a team around you?
Just me, baby. One man gorilla.
What they said on Roscoe Jenkins, the team of me.
The team of me. What the hitting for now? What the hitting for now? That's my movie. There. Why you do me like that? Oh, I love it too. A lot of people don't like that, but I love Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins. Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins. You don't like that?
I watched it.
Oh yeah, that's my movie there.
I love that movie.
From Tuscaloosa. Coors Bakery. Is that such thing?
I don't think so.
Oh, Coors Bakery in Tuscaloosa.
I don't think so. All right. Sports Fantasy Value from YouTube said, what's your thoughts on working with pre-foreclosures versus free and clear properties?
Well, you just answered it.
Yeah, free and clear
Free and
properties.
clear.
Why would you worry
Pre-foreclosures,
yourself?
they may owe more than what makes sense, right? Then you got to chase them down. You know, I ain't saying you can't do deals that way, but you asking me which is easier? There's no question which is easy. One, they owe nothing. The other one, they do owe something.
All right. Victoria Sykes said, do you need a license to wholesale in New Jersey?
Not as of today, as far as what I know. No, ma'am.
And she said, how do you wholesale in New Jersey? Same way.
Same way you wholesale in Alabama, in Bama, Mississippi,
Mississippi.
New York.
Cluster
Florida.
Price from YouTube said, is a property going to tax sale the same as a pre-foreclosure?
No, because because normally the amount that they owe is minimal, and the process of owner redeeming it, depending on the state, is normally a lot easier. They're different. They're different in most cases. They're different.
All right, this is on TikTok. Can you use your contract with the buyers too?
Oh yeah, in this video, if you YouTube search,
Okay.
I'm gonna fall one day, ain't it? And that's live. Ain't nothing we can do about it unless I delete them all. Ain't it? I'm gonna fall one day, and it's gonna be out there. And say, YouTube search Flipman. I need to move out. Oh, you know what? Wait a minute. We didn't got deep in before I answer that question. Oh, YouTube search Flipman 2021 contract. And that video is going to show you how to fill it out for sellers and cash buyers. Guys, when you're out driving for dollars, obviously you're going to pay attention to vacant houses, right? That appear to be vacant, that are obviously vacant. But you also need to, I talk about this a lot, need to look for these generic, I say red and white. This is orange and white, ain't it? I mean, orange and black, ain't it? Mm-hmm. I say, no, they have red and white too. They do. They have red and white. This is the only one Walmart had. I should have went to Home Depot. I was already in Walmart. But anyway, so red and black, orange and black. I guess I got to throw that in there. Red and white and black and white. Normally, when you see these type of for rent signs, these generic signs that they either bought from Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's, that's the owner. That gives you an opportunity to call that individual to see if they would be interested in selling their property. How that conversation should go, I think I said it yesterday, maybe more days too. Hi, my name is Ty. I'm calling about your property at 123 Main Street. Is it still available? Whether they say yes or no, he said, well, I'm really not calling about renting the property. I'm calling about buying it. Would you be interested in selling it? They say yes. You collect the normal information that you would need to evaluate the property. You all come to a price, maybe so. If they say no, then your follow-up question should be, do you have any other properties you would be interested in selling? Because the property that you call on may not be the problem property. It may be another property that they're tired of them not paying them, blah, 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 or whatever. If he still says no, right, then, and I have been mentioning this lately, you take it to the next level. Say, well, would you be interested in taking the landlording duties out of it and owner financing one of these this property to me, right? Because people that do rentals, they love the cash flow. What they don't like is the landlording, right? But if they owner finance it to you, meaning they're going to act like the bank and you're just going to make payments to them, now you become the owner because they're going to deed it over to you. They're just going to hold a mortgage against it, right? And they accept the payments, but that's your house. Just like if you were paying Wells Fargo or Bank of America, or Regions or whoever, when the toilet is stopped up, you don't call Regions or Wells Fargo or Bank of America, you call a plumber because that's your house. When the air conditioning stops, you don't call Wells Fargo, Bank of America, whoever, you call an AC man, a heating and air man. So that takes the landlord out of it for that particular owner. Now you have something that you could possibly rent out or you could actually live in. Just saying. Just saying. So anyway, look for those. Also, got another prop. Same thing. This person wants to sell their house. It says for sale by owner, right? They want to sell. So you already 50% the way there. Normally this means, I would like to assume 100% of the time, there's no real estate agent involved. Now, this property may still be listed online. Ideally, you would want these that the person is, if you Google the address, is not listed online anywhere for sale. right? So you call them now, it's just about negotiating, that's it. And also you can ask them will they owner finance. So we had some good props today.
All right, this is on TikTok. Is it best to talk to the seller over the phone or in person?
Well, initial conversation would be ideal over the phone just for time's sake or whatever. I don't know if it's better or not. I can't, each individual is going to be different. Some people as communicators are better face-to-face, comfort level or whatever. So I don't know if I can say one is better than the other. But you can talk to more people by phone than you can face-to-face in most cases, as far as efficiency purposes.
All right, Ali Pate Ryu from YouTube. He said, can you narrow down the criteria inside PropStream as you can with list source? When you said the best lead is lead no one else has.
You can get much deeper. You can go much deeper. Yes.
All right, Victoria Sykes says, if a house is on the market but the homeowner is using a realtor, how do I go about purchasing or get it under contract?
They say what now?
I don't. If a house is on the market but the homeowner is using a realtor, how do I go about purchasing or getting it under contract?
If you just want to buy it, you reach out to the realtor.
Yeah.
That's it. If you want to buy it,
I don't
if
think
you're talking about wholesaling,
yeah, I don't think that's.
If you're asking that question, we can go look at a video I did a month or so ago, how to wholesale houses using a realtor, and that video breaks it down. If you want to go down that rabbit hole, again, I'm giving you the shovel. But if you're asking that question, you need to avoid realtors, period.
Yeah. Carol Foster said, why would someone who owns a property free and clear need a wholesaler or a cash buyer?
Speed. They're motivated to sell.
Yeah.
House needs too many repairs, tired landlord, inherited the property, going through a divorce, out-of-town owner, medical bills, coronavirus, kids' tuition.
Life creates
on
motivated
drugs.
sellers.
Life.
All right. Kobo Properties.
You can't base it on, I got my what together.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't, but they own a piece of real estate and they need to get rid of it fast. And going through a real estate agent normally doesn't get done because an agent, even though they'll sell it at $50,000, the agent gonna convince them to try to sell it at 112, and it sits there for 6 months. But they needed that 50 2 weeks ago. That's where you come in at.
All right. Kobo Properties said, Flip man, you will never fall. You got too many supporters. That's good.
Now, might be right on the first of what you did, the psyche of it, but me busting my, what could happen. Didn't I fall out there when we was doing something one day on the thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I was trying to bend down.
Trying to kneel.
Yeah.
And you was trying to do it on the Bandit sign.
Yeah,
and
the
it was
Bandit
slippery.
sign wasn't strong enough.
That was funny. That was funny. Okay. Life with Tasha Bay. She said, do I personally need a lawyer to wholesale or just a title company?
No, you don't personally need either one or whatever. You'll build those relationships normally through cash buyers because they normally dictate where property is closed. So, but anyways, I'm tired.
Can you let them know where they can send their comps?
Oh, comps101.com. I'm sorry. Put it up on the screen, Jessica. It's one of them first, last one at the bottom. Comps101.com.
Have you done any deals in South Carolina?
But no, that was Virginia. No, not in South Carolina yet.
Okay. This is on TikTok. What kind of marketing do you use other than Bandit signs?
Facebook ads, text messaging, and other wholesalers.
All right, somebody just made a statement. They just wish they could watch this live again, and you can. You
can watch this live again. You're very fortunate, TikToker. All you have to do is go over to YouTube as soon as we're done, and you'll see the most recent video of mine. It'll say how to find motivated sellers is the title of this daily. So you can watch it all over again as many times as you want. On top of that, all the other lives that we've done, since we've done that. On top of that, I think I got 574 videos now. So I guess it'd be 575. So, hey, have you ever it's just like a buffet. That's what it is, ain't it? Just drill yourself.
All you can eat.
All you can eat. Showing you how to get these walkaway fees. All you can eat. I offer buffet. No. On YouTube. 574 votes. Yeah. Yeah. On YouTube, over 75 videos. Spilling my guts. Boy, that's a lot of hours. Boy, I ain't got nothing to do. I seen him up there at Golden Corral years back. I was just watching. My boy was in there getting down. I know. All right. But if you just sitting at the buffet, that means you're only sitting in front of one particular item. Maybe just sitting in front of the mac and cheese. Give me some more. Yeah.
All right. This is on TikTok. How do you find buyers?
Assuming you have a deal, you're gonna market that deal.
It's not like
Facebook groups, Facebook Marketplace, LinkedIn groups, Craigslist, Realtors, Real groups, Bandit signs, Google Sell My House Fast, and the name of the city. Those first two pages, the results are going to be real cash buyers, real wholesalers, and other wholesalers are a good source. I think it's time to. What we got?
Only got like 3 more.
Yeah. Okay. So what you got? Just a couple more.
Well, Mac Daddy on YouTube said that those 4 rent signs equals lazy owner, which could equal a good deal.
That's right. My man, what's his name? Was
Mac Daddy.
Mac Daddy said those signs, meaning these, means a
lazy owner.
Means possibly lazy owner, which it could easily equal a good deal. A tired landlord.
Big facts. All right. Hey, Nicole said, love and thank you, Flip Man. Everybody like and share.
Thank you, Nicole. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we should be at 1 million views right now, right? What we at? 20? If everybody like to share, then other people repeat. How long will it take us to get to 100,000? Seriously. In this week, in an hour, really, right?
Yeah.
Unless all y'all know the same people.
Also, we just posted on Instagram and we just posted on TikTok also. So if you guys would like to support, you can just go give us a little view and a like on there.
Oh yeah, if you're on YouTube, y'all need to get over there to those platforms a lot. That's where you can see my personality. I know I'm boring. Yeah. You really see if that matters to you, but I'm still trying to educate. You know what I'm saying? I'm always trying to just educate. What I got going on as far as in my life, trust me, it ain't nothing you want to see or whatever. I don't want to see it sometimes. But I'm trying to add value. So, and
also on TikTok, if you hit the share button and like put the link in your phone, even if you don't share it, just like that adds to the algorithm. So you can do that for us also.
Yeah, please.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, please.
All right.
But we really you share it too, though.
Yeah, share it, but even if you don't, it helps.
Yeah.
So this person on YouTube said, have you heard of the micro wholesaling method, or basically applying the acquisitions method to wholesaling? I'm looking to do higher volume, small dollar wholesale deals.
I've seen the term. I guess I've seen the little white guy on there. He was trying to explain. I guess I'm gonna look at it. I probably can learn something. I know what I thought it was, but I'm gonna check it out.
All right, this your boy right here. Pistol Pete said.
Pistol Pete.
About
MMA. We'll kick some, you know what. But that'd be the worst fear. Some dude, just regular looking dude, and he been training for MMA. Mm-hmm. You finna get your, you know what.
Well, MMA
and you gonna beg him to get him off of you.
He said, how many properties would you say you need to pull in a list to get your first deal?
What are you gonna do with the list? Are you gonna cold call? Are you gonna text message? Are you gonna direct mail? It depends. Direct mail, 3,000. Cold calling, at least 1,000. Text messaging, probably the same. Well, probably cold calling 2,000 and text message maybe 1,000. All right, guys, we've been rocking and rolling. Remember, you can submit your deals if you want to get them comped. You want to know what the ARV is, meaning what will it appraise for fixed up. They all starts there. You can send those to comps101.com. Remember to share and follow us and like this. And you can place your comments. And if you have questions, you can place them in the comment section of any of my YouTube videos. I answer those on a daily basis. If you don't know how to do that, go to YouTube and say, do a search. How do you post a comment on a YouTube video? And voila, the world's gonna open up for you. If you want a free copy of the contract I've been using since 2003, do a search for Flipman 2021 contract. And that video is going to explain how to fill it out for sellers, buyers, and how to get it signed quickly through clicks. If you want to partner with me, dealulator.com is where you'll submit your deals that you have under contract, dealing with the owner, off market, and a great deal. Assuming you need a cash buyer, we can split it 50-50. So you literally have everything there on my YouTube channel. If you're serious about this, it's all there for free. So you have nothing to lose when the training, knowledge and training is free. Almost.
Flip man, it's the flip man. You want some money in your hand? Flipping houses without credit.